Hello everybody, Defense here, and welcome back to Spectacle Island, a survival challenge series. I hope you're all doing good today. You're joining me on the back end of a wood run. As you can see, I've got some chopped trees in here, and I've got some scrap wood in here. I decided scrap wood is okay, but it has to be not really technically an open land, but it can't be behind somebody's fence. You know, if it's out on the edge of the yard, I can take it. It's fair game. But if it's inside the fence, it's no. So most of the wood, actually I'm just going to bring up the map. Most of the wood we actually picked up along this route here. So we had come down, gone on this hill all the way up around and into here, and pretty much had the trailer filled. But I grabbed like another piece that's right outside the fence here. I almost grabbed, this is when I had decided on the fence rule, because in here there's a little shed. And there's actually a couple of pieces of scrap wood sitting in there, and I thought, hey, I really shouldn't be taking any of this, but I'm going to take the stuff that's not on somebody's property. So, I did that until we were about full, went on back up to our farm area, up on the butte, and chopped down the one tree we had up there, and then chopped down 3 trees that were in our fence line. So I took care of those. I found out that I can actually chop down a tree anywhere, and I don't know what mod is doing that. It might be the lumberjack mod that allows me to just chop trees anywhere, even if it's outside of my area. I'll have to look into it, but I did chop down a tree that wasn't in my area, and I threw it in the water because it's not my tree. I got rid of the stump though, so they'll never know there was a tree there, ever. They'll never know. I don't need to worry about it. But yeah, that was just me trying to keep within the rules. But yeah, we've got some stuff in here. I don't know how much we're going to get out of this. What I'm hoping to do is get enough to buy the player tree planting setup and 1 pallet of trees. The expensive part is going to be the planting setup. It's $3,400, and I need enough to buy the combine and the header, which I'm probably going to do before I buy the chest, just to be safe. I think that's going to be the smarter idea. I don't know how much we're going to get out of this. There's a couple of full pieces in there and a bunch of scrap. Some of it's actually pretty decently sized. $2,800. Okay, that's better than I thought. I can't complain about that. I was I would have liked a little bit more. But $2,800 off a bunch of scrap wood is honestly wicked good. So I can't complain too much about that. But what I'm going to do real quick is I want to see if I'm going to be able to buy this. So let's hop into harvesters. And let's see. Do I want to go for the bigger engine? I think I'll pass for now. I think we're just going to stick with the 6200 OM. So original machinery. And we're going to go secondhand. We'll get her used. So 7280. Obviously, we're going to have to repair it before we run it on down. And then I need the header. And it should be this one here, yeah. Does it give me any other specifics? Nope. Yeah, this one I think will do us fine to start. It's not going to be too bad. It knocks off 360, so. The savings there will be nice. It's probably what we'll end up paying to repair everything. And that actually leaves us with 6K. So we're definitely going to be able to do it. I think when I double-checked my math today, I didn't check it used. I just checked them brand new. Yeah, 8720. So we're going to be able to afford that. I did not check. What is the price of a thing of trees? The small one, because I remember we did find out there's an absurdly large one. $1,000, yeah. So this one gives us 20. This one gives us 100, and that is broken, like severely broken. And I think it'll be good though. I may even pick up one of these so that we can fill it and do some firewood. I think it would be cool. It's not good for the bottom of like the main trunk of the tree if we have to trim any part of the tree, which I don't know if I'm gonna let them go to full growth or not. I'm a little undecided. It depends on how fast I need money. If I let them go to full growth, obviously, we'll have to cut them to manageable pieces that we can handle until we get a front-end loader. But after that, we'll be able to get bigger pieces, obviously. But I want to use the lumber setup because it'll be fun, I think. And it does make us better money on the smaller trees. When you get like the big trunks, you can lose money, so it's not entirely worth it. But just like the honey, it's a sell over time function, so it'll be nice because we'll just always be getting money from some lumber, some wood that's just, you know, split wood waiting for people to buy, which I think would be pretty cool. So let me hop on over. I'm gonna move everything back, and then I think we'll sleep and then get started on things in the morning. We should have fertilizer on the lower field, and then maybe fertilizer and weeding on the top field. So. And here we are back home, everybody. We got some stuff. The only thing I did, and it's because it was way too dark to do and make it so you guys could watch it, and also in the fear that it would grow too much today, I fertilized this field. It's not 100%. Where's the map? Yeah, it's not 100%. So I'm fine with it. It was like pitch dark. As you can see, there were a couple of areas like these that were already grown, so we did destroy a little bit of croppage as well. That was the other reason I really wanted to get it done last night, in case it grew too much. But this guy here is all repaired. I think it cost me like 80 bucks to repair it. I do not have fuel for it though. It does have a little bit of fuel, but I'll have to figure something out for fuel. I'm either thinking like a buffalo, or I may grab this guy. It's not too expensive. It's like 800 bucks. So I also just noticed with everything we bought plus our overnight fees, we currently can't. Can we afford this thing? I think it was in here. Now that I'm looking, yeah, 34. So that'll leave us with $204. And that's if we don't buy this. But I honestly didn't think the overnight fees were going to be so high, but they sadly were. So I needed a couple more things. I grabbed some more fertilizer while we were over there, and so on. But yeah, the other thing, I don't think these guys produce eggs. I don't see any eggs on this thing. I even checked down here in case for whatever reason the spawn box was over there. So I'm gonna have to check this in another world where I can play around with it and not worry about it, and just fill it full of chickens and pump it for about 12 hours at max speed and see what happens. But yeah, grain pops up on the ground, but no eggs, and it did not produce any money at all at any point. So I don't know what's up with that. I will have to test it. But what we need to do is do this and do this and get some driving done to remove some weeds, and then I'm gonna fertilize the outer strip edge here because, well, honestly, for the same reason over there, I don't want to end up having to drive through the crop and destroy it. So I'm gonna fertilize what we can on this run, and then it should eventually grow up enough where we can fertilize it, that middle section as well. I think that'll be fine. I am considering still buying the planting setup for the trees, even though it's going to leave us short on money. I don't know if we're going to make money between now and the overnight, so we may end up in the negatives, which I think will be the first time I'll ever be in the negatives on this game ever. So that'll be fun. It'll be something new for me, and I'll get to experience it. Oh yeah, I forgot, you can't go in reverse with this down. You can barely go forward with this down. See what I mean? Sometimes it just loops you. But yeah, it actually seems to be functioning real well up here. It's not missing any. We're doing good. So we'll be able to deal with that. But what I think it is it's going to be a quick music bit here. I'm going to throw in some tunage. We're going to finish this up. I'm going to fertilize the edges. And then we may plant the trees, or I may bring you guys back and we'll do that. I'm a bit undecided, so. So I did just check after we finished up there. I hopped over into my... I have like a test map where I just kind of do things. These guys do produce eggs in there. They end up in that back left corner. The reason my brain was like, there should be eggs, is I'm used to having like, I think like 500 chickens. So you get a lot of eggs doing that. You don't really get a lot of eggs doing this. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. I'm not too worried about it, but what we are going to do right now is I'm going to spend money I probably shouldn't. And we're going to buy the tree planty doodad. Now what I want to do, actually, you know what, this is only 10 bucks. So we're going to buy this one first. And I want to put it, it's just like, we need to go down a little bit. What's that one? This one? What, Q, E? Oh, it's control. Okay, it does not seem like you can change the placement height, which saddens me. Alright, means I'm gonna have to move this stuff. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to. I was gonna put it... Actually, you don't know. I was gonna put it on the other side over here. What am I thinking? Wasn't my initial thought, but it did end up changing it to that because I want to be able to access the farm and everything on this side. So it'll just be better to have it over here. We gotta get that out of the way, and we gotta get the plow out of the way because I think that might be in the way as well. Okay, that should be good. One of the other things I'm thinking, I'm probably gonna end up putting in another field. It's gonna go across the top section up there. Not today, obviously. We're not gonna throw that in today. Let's go back into here. Into here. Rotate faster. See, now I just think it's too close to the chickens. No, let's just do it. Boom. Did it mess up any height? No, it actually kept it pretty good. Nice. I will have to get rid of the grass inside. I don't really like it, but we're not going to be able to really afford any of that anyway, so I'm not going to go too nuts about it right now. In Erlingrad, I actually put this next to my house. Oh, I actually can't put it right next to this thing. Well, that's dumb. Could have sworn I had place anywhere. I could have sworn I'd be able to place that a lot closer, but I think it's because this whole building has that work area, which will not allow us to do it. So I'm going to have to put it somewhere else. Like over here, next to... next to our chicken coop. Oh, come on. It's even not going to let me do that. Alright. Well, that's kind of a bummer now, ain't it? We'll just place it. I wanted to set up the area to look cool, but at this point, let's just get some placing done. So, let's, actually, we'll leave the straps on there. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. And we're going to go over here. I think we just do R. Yep. Let's get rid of, oh, nope, that. Ooh, 10 saplings. There we go. Alright. And I think we're going to start right here. Ooh. And this is actually pretty cool. I did this, again, I've already done this before, at least on Erlingrat. I can't remember if I've done it on anything else. Let's go for 10. I kept it about 10 on the other one too. We actually did set it up as like an agroforestry setup, which looked pretty cool. That's farmland with rows of trees going through the middle of it, which was actually a pretty cool idea. I don't think it works as well in game in the way we would do, like with the trees we had at least. I think if I could get a couple of tree varieties, I think it'd look cooler. Also, if I had spaced everything a little bit more properly, I think it would have looked better. But it was a cool concept, and I really enjoyed messing around with it, and it made us like $500,000 plus still having active field space. So I really couldn't complain. It was pretty nice to have, and I'll probably end up doing it again at some point. Probably not right now. We don't really have the ability to do any of that. And actually, that thing popping up in the top corner just reminded me of something. So one of the things I was considering doing was, I can't remember if I've talked about it yet, so I'm just going to bring it up now, is I'm able to use the boats that are over there. The barge and the grain boat. I have to pay for fuel on them. It shows that I own them, so like obviously if I use them, I'd have to pay for fuel. But I don't want to actually have them as something I own right now because I don't own that land over there. So what I'm thinking instead is maybe doing it as like renting the boat. So each time I use it, it's 250 bucks. I think it'd be a cool way to do it. I'm curious on your opinion on that. So if I wanted to use the grain boat, for example, I take it, I bring all my grain over there, I load it up, I run all the way out, I sell it, and I bring it back to grab, say, a different type of grain. That's $500. Because I'd technically be using the boat twice. So I am curious on your guys' opinion on that. And if you guys think that's something I should do you think that price is fair? And just kind of from there, you know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think on that. And we had another stage of growth. Now I gotta check the stuff over here. Is it gonna be listed as grown? Because we're gonna end up with withered crop. If it is. Oh, actually we went too far. No, it is not. Okay. It is not fully grown yet. It is in the final growth stage though. Which could cause some issues. But I honestly don't know. But what I do have to do is a little bit more fertilizing over here. We've got that main strip down the middle we're going to get done now. I topped this off at the end of that little time lapse we did a moment ago. But yeah, we need more. So, but yeah, as I was saying, let me know what you guys think of that idea. Should I rent the boats? Should I not rent the boats? Is that a fair price? Is it not a fair price? Should I do more? Should I do less? So on and so forth. As I said, let me know your opinion on it in the comments down below. And, oh, I should have started that way later, but we already started it, so let's go. Because, yeah, as I said, I think it'd be a cool idea. Depending on the pricing, you know, we could even just do 10% of whatever we make. You know what I mean? So if we go out there and make $1,000, we owe them $100. You know what I mean? But if we make $10,000, we owe them $1,000. So that could be another cool idea-ish thing. But as I said, it's really up to you guys. So we'll be able to do that. We've got 10 trees planted. I'll probably plant 10 more. If not in today's episode, at least in game today. Because it's not going to be it's really easy to plant them. It doesn't take that long. And having them in the ground will help a ton. I think it takes 16 days on slow to get to full height. If I remember correctly. So we'll have to worry about that. The upside is our crops are progressing. You know, this one's already mainly into stage 1, but technically has a stage 2 growth already. So, and then the other one over there is fully stage 2 with a couple of stage 3s. So if not later today, at least in the next day, we'll definitely... Whoa, what the heck just happened there? Okay. I don't know why that just whipped around like that. That was weird. But yeah, I think it'll be nice. The chickens, I feel, were something I shouldn't have done. for whatever reason, my brain was just like, yeah, chickens make lots of eggs. And yeah, they do, but, you know, when you have 500 of them, they make a lot of eggs. Not when you have, like, 10. So, it's been almost a full day since we've had them, and they haven't produced a single egg. And they've eaten food. So, I'm kind of feeling like it wasn't a worthy investment. I'm going to hold on to them, though, because it's nice to have them, and they'll start reproducing in there, so I'll get chickens I don't have to pay for. So, which will be nice. And we'll be able to do a couple other bits with them, hopefully, and eventually grow them to grow the chickens to the point where they're producing a lot of eggs, 1, and 2, they're just kind of, you know, producing enough chickens that it's worth having, if that makes sense. It's pretty much where we're at. We're almost done with this field here, and honestly, I don't know what else we have to do today. I was really hoping that that lower field would be ready today. I even left it growing overnight in the hopes of squeezing in our first harvest. But it looks like it's going to be, as I said, either later today or on day 3. Yeah, we did a much better job on this one compared to this one. Oh, look, the firewood sell point. But yeah, I think it's going to be fun. One of the things I like about this place, as I said, it fills up with the wood as it's chilling in there. I actually kind of want to go and grab, like, just chop down a random tree and throw it in here, but none of them are on my property. Like, this one might be. Let's check our property boundary. Nope, it's outside our property boundary. It's like right there. Yeah, the one that I had cut down was like right over here, so it's in the water now. But yeah, no trees left on my area. So we're going to have to grow our own. And I think, as I was saying, this is probably a good point to wrap it up. We'll come back next episode. I may skip a little bit of time. It depends on what I find for us to do. We may start off plowing in and planting a new field, which will probably be this section here. We'll throw in a third field up here. And then we'll keep this area over here for future buildings. I have an inexpensive shed that I really like that we'll definitely be putting down to use. And yeah, mainly because we got, you know, that there. My shovel glitched through the ground, so that's gone. We'll hopefully find it on the boat. And aside from that, yeah, we just got kind of stuff everywhere. So we need to get it all cleaned up and taken care of, which we'll be able to do once we start making more money. But as I was saying, I want to thank you for stopping in. I hope you did enjoy, and I hope you all have a nice night, day, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is Defense. I hope to see you again soon. Peace.